But why?
You guys know I love New York. So you can do this shit and nobody cares. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before, no.
Stupid whore.
All right, to be clear, I really have nothing against this girl at all. Like, I know the whole idea of this clip is that it's a big joke, but the way it made me burst out laughing at 3 in the morning when I first saw this clip, I had to show it to you guys. So hopefully it did the same to you. And also, the old man's fucking hilarious. And also, you might hear some noise throughout this video because there's construction going on the roof in the next couple of days.
You know, when it's titty time of year, you know that. This is when the calendar breaks out them boingos, baby. Them front bags, you know what I'm saying? Them frickin' sternum Werthers, baby. You know what I'm saying? Them big caramels. Them nippled huskies, you feel me? Tit time, baby. This is tit time because it's summer.
That was pretty sick.
Aye.
Hit up my ex-girlfriend's sister tonight.
As you know, every diabolical scheme that I've hatched.
Thank you. My ex-girlfriend had a really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up as herself and then act like a fucking bitch all the time.
Now this is too weird, man. My ex had the exact same fetish. What are the odds of that?
Having a hot girl summer. What does it mean when a woman says that? She's home. I'm a born-again virgin. That's... The past doesn't matter. I'm ready to be serious now. She's a... I like this job. The next one is boundaries are toxic in a relationship. Why
I
she
like
say
around. But I don't want you to find out.
I'm celibate now. What does that mean?
She's all...
Can't argue with that.
Just read the craziest FBI statistic. And to be honest, ladies, you're not going to like it. And gentlemen, you've pretty much been right the whole time. So oftentimes women go, oh, I hate when a guy tells me what to do. Why does my boyfriend not want me to have male friends? Well, because according to the FBI, you have a 400% increased likelihood of being a cheater. As a matter of fact, the likelihood of a woman with male friends cheating is almost 100%.
I can't say that surprises me.
There's almost a 100% likelihood if a woman has male best friends and is adamant about it, that she is bound to cheat on her man. Now that is a crazy stat coming out of the FBI, and I will tell you this, you might as well share this because that is fucking crazy.
When it comes to cheating, you got to pay attention to all the signs.
I think the best argument I've heard against this whole guy best friends thing that there's really no response to is this idea that nobody's happily married mother ever went and hung out with her guy best friends. This generation of women who think that they should be allowed to do single women shit while in a relationship is a generation of women who are going to end up single because they're listening to the toxic elements of feminism that really don't give a shit about your healthy relationship with a man. At this point, feminism just hates men. And so if you're one of these people who thinks that you should be able to do whatever you want, wear whatever you want, hang out with whoever you want, without any consideration at all to the person that you're supposedly sharing your life with, well, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship.
Try this hack to win any argument.
Hey, could you do the dishes in the sink? Oh, sure.
Freeze! When in doubt, call him out.
Hey, could you do the dishes? Narcissist. Would you mind doing narcissist? There was narcissist.
This is bullshit.
What if he doesn't have a mom?
That's even worse.
Bro, you're scaring the hoes.
What did the hats mean?
Pretty self-explanatory, I would say.
10, but he has a drinking problem and he's addicted to betting on sports. He can never win. He just keeps doing it.
12.
You seem educated.
Courtney, no, I don't understand what you see in him.
Okay, no. Also, when I saw him doing drugs this weekend, you should have seen him. He was being like so gentle and sweet and meticulous and like everything he was doing, he was being so careful. I was watching him, I think he'd be a good dad. So gentle, and also he cleaned up every single tiny little, he cleaned up the whole thing.
Girl Math 101. Reject all the men with good qualities, good jobs, and thoughts of admiration, and accept all the men with bad qualities, no job, and thoughts of fornication. Then you get men ain't shit. Yeah. See, that doesn't quite add up. You're insane.
That's true. That's science. So that's true.
If women have inherent value and men have to create their value, why are we always asking women what they bring to the table?
I think men feel slighted that women don't bring anything to the table. They think that just showing up. I mean, there's this trend now on the tiki-taki where women are calculating like how much product they put on their face compared to the amount that the date costs. And I think that's ludicrous. You know, nobody's telling you to put on a $400 product on your face. So there's this misbalance of what women used to do and what women think that men value. I think if women were a little bit more humble and were a little bit more respectable, I guess nowadays, like men wouldn't be asking that question. But I think men understand that they do have to earn their value and women don't right now. So there is really no consequence.
I don't know about you, but I think she fucking nailed it.
What do you got?
I have a dog. She's a wiener pit. Like my mom.
But
That was hilarious.
Hey, we take the piss out of women a lot on this channel, so you got to give it to them when they get one in. So credit where credit's due. This one fucking made me laugh.
Hi.
How do that?
I have a dick.
No, thank you. I don't want to do that.
Toria, what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
No way, bitch.
Why? What's yours?
Aquarius.
What you know about Scorpios?
I know that you guys are aggressive.
We're not aggressive.
But gentle.
We just like to scare you a little bit.
Test the waters. I know
and then we'll give you the whole world.
I know that you guys are one of the only star signs that is in the water.
The only.
You're one of the only. There's three. You are one of three.
Yes.
I also know that you guys are.
I'm actually one of one.
Sweet on the outside, but a little spicy on the inside.
Oh, we're very spicy.
Yep.
You like spice?
Told you I know about my star signs.
How can you handle the spice?
I just made all that shit up, and she agreed with me. This is what I'm talking about. The star sign shit is fake. I made all that up.
Only pick one: marriage or career. Which would you choose?
So great, amazing career or beautiful, healthy family?
I would say marriage.
Dost mine ears deceive me?
Bad news on that.
Marriage.
Yeah, the healthy family.
Family.
Marriage.
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 Marriage. Marriage.
Oh, sweet irony. You all are fucked.
Hey folks, just a quick daily reminder, if you're enjoying the video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know the drill. As always, really do appreciate all the support. Now, let's get back into this video.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. That old guy is pushing that old lady. Look at that.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh! 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 Oh!
Hey, who wants the last beer?
Bro, get that shit, bro. Run it! No way.
Go get that shit.
Do you remember the last time you went out with friends as a kid and just played pretend the whole day?
I mean, I remember doing that a lot.
Yeah? Do you remember the very, very last time you ever did it? Isn't that sad? You know, to think that there was a time when you were out biking around with your friends, pretending you were getting chased by zombies. You were just all dirty and sweaty and having the best time, and then you went home and parked your bike in the garage and went to bed, not realizing that that was the last time you were ever going to get to do that. But then the thing about not saying goodbye is that you also miss savoring when it's going to be like the last time you get to do that thing. I don't know, I sort of, it doesn't make sense.
Because there's a worm inside your body, whittling you out from the inside, causing you to die a little bit more every day. You think you're gonna die at age 90? No, that's the final death. I told my grandfather, I said, there's a last time you do everything, and you don't realize when that is.
most people don't change. They live the same 6 months of their lives 100 times in a row, and then they die. They go to the same places, they make the same jokes, they tell the same stories, they work the same job, and then they die. And it's all because they were never willing to be uncomfortable, because they were never willing to change. And a lot of people get really uncomfortable when I talk about this, but most people are average. The average person stays stuck in the same patterns. And so if you want to have a different outcome, you have to walk a different path.
Look, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being an average person living an average life. And if you are content living a life like that, then I'm genuinely happy for you. But if you're one of these people who wants more out of life, then fucking do something about it. Stop wishing and hoping and dreaming. I mean, that shit gets you absolutely nowhere. You want to walk a different path, then start fucking walking. Do something. Stop hoping and dreaming your life away, because time goes by and regret is a pain that runs fucking deep.
If you want to know something about yourself, sit on your bed one night and say to yourself, what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong, that I could fix, that I would fix? You meditate on that, you'll get an answer. And it won't be one you want, but it'll be the necessary one.
If this life is all you've got, why would you make it unpleasant? Why would you make it difficult? Why would you make it
Because
hard?
there's something eating at your soul.
There is a hook in me. One that you cannot see. But it is there. And you'd think I have a choice? There is no fucking choice.
What would you do if you weren't afraid? And I love thinking about that when I'm thinking about big life decisions. Like, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And it's usually like the big one, the bigger thing that I really want to do, but I'm afraid to do it. It's like, that's what I should do.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing.
You have to lose your fear of failure. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right.
When it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
Fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. And so it looks like this ocean that you're going to step into and drown. But as soon as you step into it, you realize it was not that deep at all, and you can keep walking through it. And I just love that visual, because a lot of times when it's like we have this anxiety around this big decision we have to make, if you actually take the step and realize that it's not death, you're not going to drown immediately. There's plenty of other steps you can take from there, even if you get a little wet.